Have you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Dana! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Them salute to every single one of you that's pulling in today for another episode of Dust Up Shakedown. And today I'm joined by my bros, Yao, Antoine, and Sterling. How you fellas doing? Let's start with Antoine. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Can't call it, just might spoil it. So I'm sitting pretty.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And Sterling, you caught a big win. Your season is back. It's up and rolling. I see you celebrating. How you doing, bro?
Brother, not only did we get the win this week, we're getting the win next week and the week after that. And we got the UFC spirit, baby. Great time to be alive.
Come on. What about you, Yao? What about you, Yao?
Look,
Yao?
It's Fight Week EFC 117. I mean, for me, I'm in that place that makes me happy because tomorrow I am going to go to the one place where I can scream and shout like a psychopath and not be abnormal. I'm looking forward to going there and screaming, kicking him in the head all night long. I'm excited. I'm having a good time this week.
Yeah, that's what's up. People, as you're rolling in, make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you are following every single one of these guys that's on the screen. We got Making a Walk. Make sure you subscribe to them. Go and show them some love over there. S-Dog MMA. Go follow that platform and kick them in the head. Make sure you are subscribing to them. And we got Cage Scribe. We got the Rambling Dad. Magdane cannot be here with us today. He's obviously got personal issue going on. We are praying and we got your mom in our prayers, my brother. Hope everything goes well. And Leroy's put some clips together for us this week, man. He's been doing the Lord's work in the back. Big up, Leroy. Salute to you. You the man. We appreciate you over here, my bro. Okay, let's jump into the first story because DC been talking, man. DC been talking. And let's hear what he got to say about this very individual. Let's go.
question to you is, do you care now? Do you care like you did in 2019? And is it that simple? It was 12 months. 12 months of being elite. 12 months of having an opportunity to beat Darren Till, he was pretty good. To knock Ben Askren out in short time. Then to go and beat Nate Diaz in Madison Square Garden made him that star that he is today. I'm not taking that away from him. But is it enough to make us still care? Fast forward 6 years almost.
Antwin, I'm going to come to you first. This brother was I mean, he's a Miami brother. I think Miami is classed as down south. Is Miami, Florida? Am I right? Is it classed as the South?
I guess, bro. The Deep South's more like Texas, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi. That's more the down south. We don't really mess with Florida, to be honest with you.
Not like that. Yeah.
Not like that. They ain't like that, brother.
They try to squeeze themselves in as the South. I just want to ask from the real Southern people that's on the show right here.
They the East Coast, brother. They the East Coast.
All right. They
the East Coast. They ain't the dirty South, brother.
Nah.
Okay. But Anthony, let me come to you. Do you still care, like DC was just talking about just now? Do you still care to see Masvidal back in the UFC at the top of the food chain, the best promotion in the world, still performing at that top level? Do you still care to see him back in the UFC?
No. But I'll say this. There's not the weight that I can think of that to see him fight that I would just be like, oh, I gotta see that fight. There's not a lightweight that I can really think of that I would just be clamoring to see him fight. But there is somebody that sits in between, and it's only one person that I could see I would be excited about that fight. And it's Conor McGregor. That's the only fight. That is literally the only fight that I would be excited to see him in. He did have the perfect send-off. It was in a loss, but it was at home. His kids were there. He didn't get, destroyed. He lost convincingly, but he didn't get destroyed. Like, I feel like that was a great send-off. You should just ride off on that. Because obviously his speed is gone. And that was like the biggest, his speed and his reaction time was what made him have that great 2019. But that was half a decade ago. So no, why are we doing this? We don't need to do this, bro.
Sterling, I mean, what do you feel about Masvidal? Because like DC said there, even the boxing fight that he enrolled for, that he put himself forward for, he didn't get past that. He didn't pass that test. Talking about coming back to the UFC and the division he might want to compete in, there's a lot of fast athletes there now, and Anton's right. The speed's gone, so the power might still be there. What do you make of it,
brother? The only fight I want to see him come back as fight is Leon Edwards. I want to see George Masvidal versus Leon Edwards. I don't really care if it's for the title. I don't think he really deserves a title shot, to be real honest with you. But I want to see him come back and fight Leon or Conor. That's about it, bro. There's nobody else really, like he was saying, that I really want to see him fight. You want to see the rematch versus Wonder Boy? Nah. So it's really hard, bro, to really get excited for him. Like DC said, in 2019, it was dope. That year or two run he had, it was cool. But, brother, if he comes back, cool. If it's Leon, super cool. But I'm not really begging for it.
Yeah, man. Big up Code Art Maker. Big up yourself, Tyron Brown. Salute to you. Thank you for joining us tonight, Krista Miller. Yeah, we got Matla in the house as well. Big up everybody. Thank you very much for pulling up. And make sure you lot are hitting that subscribe button and the like button. Yo, Masvidal, I know. And Sterling's right. That's the only fight that I want to see. I don't even care if they do it on the street. I want him to come to the UK and do that fight over here, bro. Like, you can't come over here, do Leon like that, and then just skip off into the sunset and don't even want to give that brother a chance to get that back. He gave him the 2-piece and a soda, bro. You know what I mean? So, yo, I don't know. What you saying, yo? Your eye stuck up there somewhere like that. That bung got him, man. That bung did get him, man. That bung got him. But we'll come back to Yao in a minute. For me, I was
just gonna say on the Leon fight. The only reason I didn't say the Leon fight is because I feel like that fight won't be competitive at all. I feel like Leon would probably destroy him. I think. Now, as long as the fight's not in the middle of the night, you know, I feel like Leon walks right through him, and it doesn't get to where he wants to get to. But for the storylines, I could definitely see that fight as being another option.
100%. I think it owes, if nobody else, the English MMA fans that fight. He needs to come out. That's why all these interviews he's doing. I think he really needs to come out and call Leon out and tell him how he did him dirty on his home soil, and Leon didn't do a goddamn thing about it. And if Leon has got any pride about him, he'd say, "I'll do that fight for free. I will do that fight for free. I don't want no show money, no this, no that. I'll do it for nothing."
But also,
right?
Leon's got to be saying that too, though, because it's a good shot for Leon too. Because right now, not a lot of people really want to see him fight after getting did up to Muhammad. So it'd be a good fight for both of them, bro. I see the bro comment down there. I know I say it a lot. I wish I could cuss on here, but shut the up. I see your bro comment. You're the 90th person to tell me that. You're lucky I can't cuss on here no more. But anyways, that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, it's Yao back. I think we got Yao back. Salute to Static. Big up yourself, Static, my bro. Big up yourself. We're gonna be doing that NLD watch along on Lee Gunner channel on Sunday. Arsenal versus Tottenham is gonna be crazy, man. And we got a lot of our players injured at the moment, man. I'm not looking forward to it. I hate that game. But coming back to Leon Edwards, I think Masvidal, as I was saying, I think he needs to come out, get disrespectful with Leon, and really see if Leon would take that bait. Sterling, like you're a big advocate for the Leon fight. Other than that, like, is there anything else that you anything else in terms of reason why you want to see that fight?
I only want to see the fight because we never got to see it, because he gave him the 3-piece and the soda, and we never got to see how that went. And these two dudes have just been talking trash to each other for years now since. So that's the main reason I want to see a fight. I think it'd be the only fight that would be like his most type of fight to be able to be violent, because they're both going to stand up. With Gilbert, on his last fight, like he was saying, he's slower now, bro. So he couldn't really handle the speed or strength of Gilbert. And Gilbert's shooting, bro. And Gilbert's a dog. So I'm not saying Leon isn't. Leon's stand-up is nasty. So I think that'd be fun for him to come back. We know they're going to stand. There's beef in between both of them. They could co-main a card in the UK if they even wanted to spice up the card. So I think they should do it, bro. And I just can't see any other fights that excite me, unless y'all could think of any. I'm trying to think of him versus any other 170er right now that really excites me.
Yeah, there's nobody there. I mean, Yao's back. We got Yao back.
I think
Yao, you want to chime in on the?
Find me back. My network I don't know what's going on. It's like yours yesterday.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us, bro. Trust me. I know the feeling. But continue, please.
Where it comes to Masvidal, I think I agree with all of you, but for me, I think to the legacy of Masvidal, he came up from the streets of Miami. He started up with Kimbo Slice. Kimbo Slice, one of my favorite fighters, was the guy who brought him into MMA, and he's been a staple since then, since he was 19 or something. So for me, if he wants to fight, let him get beat up. Let him get messed up. Let him go in there with someone to end his career if that's what he wants. But I mean, for me, he's earned it from everything he's done in his career. Sure, he can go out there and pick a name, but realistically speaking, he should be going for the money. And like you guys have then said, Leon Edwards would be the big money fight for him right now, or Conor McGregor. Other than that, who else could he fight for it to be a money fight? So for me, it's not just who else would we like to see him fight, but who else would be worthwhile for him to fight financially? And unfortunately, it pretty much is those two, unless, say, Bilal Muhammad decides he wants to give it a bash, which is not likely.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he tried the corner stick with when he stole the robe, when he tried to wear the robe like Conor. I thought that was cringy as hell. I thought it was like, bro,
I don't know. That robe was nice though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The robe was nice, but he didn't have to wear it just after Conor just wore it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, come on, man. Have some shame. That's what I thought of it. But I've always liked Masvidal as a fighter, and like DC said, he had one elite year. He had one really, really good year. But I still think even that the fight with Nate Diaz, right? That ended in a doctor stoppage. They were supposed to run that back. They could run that back. I'd watch that. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
I watch it.
That was
especially because Nate wants to come back.
I mean, I watch it.
Yeah,
but
didn't they beat him in boxing?
Nate won in boxing, yeah.
Yeah, that's done.
I mean, I watch it, but I also watched Carla and Rose. That's not gonna prove nothing to me.
Francis versus Derek.
I watch anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I even forgot Esparza fought for the title.
Oh my god.
Carla Esparza has a win over Alexa Grasso, by the way.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, MMA is just crazy. Like
MMA is crazy, bro. It's the best sport in the world.
This sport is absolutely bonkers, people. I'm telling you, man. Like to just think Carla has a win over Grasso is wild, bro. Like, and equally, you think to yourself, you put Carla in there with Shevchenko, and you'd have to pray that she comes out with her life. You know what I mean?
Nah, for real. That's a dead body, you would think.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with, like, I guess with the dudes, it's a lot different. But, like, Sean versus Izzy, like, you would thought, like, this dude's going to come out solidly, like, he might die.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you're over here looking like Izzy could get messed up right now with all this.
Yeah. Bro, Izzy got touched for 5 rounds, man. You know what I mean? He got touched really, like, it's serious. He got touched. But yeah, people leave it in the comment. Let us know what you think. If you'd like to see Masvidal back, why you'd like to see Masvidal back, if there's any reason. For me, it's only for the Leon fight. I don't even think he should get in there with Conor.
Conor's not getting in there with anyone at this point.
Yeah, Conor's story is a whole different thing. We're going to talk about Conor later on, man. Conor's story is a whole different. He's on some whole different vibes right now, man. But people live in the comments. We got another story here that Leroy has put together for us. Let's hit the clip.
Speaking to the New Zealand Herald, Israel Adesanya shared his side of the road rage incident. On Wednesday morning, I was leaving a cafe on K Road when a passing car slowed and an occupant began yelling racial abuse and challenging me to fight. He then entered my personal space and I felt threatened. To protect myself, I became more forceful in my language and defensive. Though he paused, the abuse continued, so I left him with some choice words, cautiously moved to my car and drove away. Adesanya also said he has been in contact with the police and will be pressing charges.
Okay. We've seen what happened. What happened there? If there's one place that I've seen so many clips, YouTube clips, even TikTok clips of road rage, is over there in America. You guys know one or two things about road rage. Sterling, you look like a road rage guy.
Shots fired.
You look like a road rage guy, Sterling. Tell me, I mean, what did you make of that incident there with Easy? The actual altercation. Well, I wouldn't even say altercation, but back and forth in conversation and that. I mean, over there where you live, things can get really techie. It can go left real fast in situations like this. No.
First of all, you're right. I'm embarrassed to admit that. You are 100% right on that, brother. I do spaz the F out way too much. But let's just be honest, bro. That dude's lucky he's walking away with his life right now. When Izzy got in the stance, when Izzy stanced up on him, like they were even shoulders up. When Izzy stanced up on him, bro, I was like, this is about to be the best World Star clip I've ever seen. He is about to samurai jack this motherfucker. So I was sitting back like, I can't wait for this to happen. And then when the dude drove off filming, I was like, what are we doing? We were about to see karma in real life. But nah, dude, the dude's bugging. I can't believe Izzy held back as much as he did. In America, who knows how that goes? But it ain't like that. But Izzy, respect. That dude's lucky. He should be praying to every God he knows that he is still walking away with his life right now.
Right. Izzy left out something in that statement. He left out that he spat at the guy. And I saw the clip. I watched it back. He left that out. And to me, obviously, that's not something you do to people. But also, he said he felt threatened. The man came in his personal space. What are you saying, Antoine? I mean, if somebody spat at you, fighter or no fighter, he's on site, no?
Oh, yeah. You already know. Sterling know how that go. Like, exactly. You come on, you can't spit on a man and think you're going to walk away without losing something. You're going to lose some dignity, some brain cells. You're going to lose something if you spit in this direction.
You're going to lose some money because you got to get bailed out of jail.
Absolutely. But I'll tell you this, though. You know, when the cars were passing by, man, I just knew that after one of those cars passed by, we were going to just see Izzy standing there and the dude laying down. Like, I just knew that was going to be the case. But, I mean, Izzy did a good job of, being the bigger man, except for the spitting part of it. Because, I mean, he could have went left high kick and that dude would have been asleep easy. But, and then the dude, like, you got to know, you got to pick your battles, man. That ain't the right guy. Because Izzy was about to win the World Star middleweight championship if that dude did anything else. So, yeah, but Izzy did a good job of not letting it go too far.
I mean, when you saw that guy, hold on, when you saw that guy do the Sterling pose to Izzy, he did the Sterling pose to Izzy, bro. He's coming with all of these, man. Like, you don't flex like that to a professional fighter. You, in the stance that you lot just picked up there was a question mark kick waiting there for Izzy to ask a question. Like, bro, what is you doing? There was a question mark kick there. I'm watching it. I'm thinking, oh dear Lord. But in Africa, you know this as well as I do, and that's why. And this is not an excuse for Izzy spitting, right? But over there, where we grew up, it's one of the first things somebody does to you when they really want it with you. And they'll do it, they'll throw it in your face, sometimes on your shoe, and just to disrespect you fully, they might just do it on the floor. But a lot of the times it's right at your face and then they throw it, they swing it straight away. As soon as that happens. You know all about this. But talk to me about how Izzy obviously did doing the spitting, but at the end of the day still held back and not really, put this guy away.
So I think threaten might have been a big word from Izzy. If I look at the altercation, he very quickly realized that it was not anything worth his time, that it had happened not by chance. Because, like you said, when someone randomly squares up on you in the streets, as an intelligent professional fighter, you do not strike back, because obviously your network, your skill, that you're essentially considered as a weapon, and if you injure this person, it could be a problem. So I don't think it took any restraint for him to hold back. The spitting, well, look, honestly, it's a miracle that, like Anton said, it's a miracle the other guy did not feel some type of way, because when you get spat on, that's the height of disrespect. And as you said, Ola, the height of disrespect. So what's surprising for me is that guy didn't react when he got spat on. And that, for me, tells me more that it was, for him, more of a setup, waiting for Izzy to hit him first so that he has a case. And as Leroy says here, so that he could sue. So for me, I think Izzy quickly saw that, look, this situation is not anything worth my time. This is just some dumbass. I'm going to spit on him because I know he's going to do nothing. And that's exactly what happened. So for Izzy to press charges, I think you can't have people randomly attacking you in the streets. That's not acceptable. Whether the spitting factors into the case or not, I mean, if someone squares up on you, spit is the least you could have done as a professional fighter. So yeah, I think the restraint was amazing, but I mean, he is a professional fighter and he knows his net worth.
He could have did the Nate Diaz, could have slapped him. Nate just slaps you,
bro.
Nate just.
We see Nate put a guillotine on a man and just dropped him on the concrete, but kept on walking.
And now he has charges for that.
That's a Thursday afternoon, baby.
Yeah, Nate ain't the one. And then he got into it with that bouncer just the other day.
Yeah.
He don't. Those Stockton boys ain't the ones to be messing with.
Serious. I'm with you on that one there, man. I'm with you on that one, seriously. And I think, and this is not just like fighters. This is like any professional athlete. Maybe if you're famous of somewhat, that's what's going on today. In this era, in this generation today, everybody's clout chasing in one way or the other. They want that quick money. They want to sue you. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I can't remember who said it. I think it was Fat Joe in one of his interviews, and he said, boy, if he'd known earlier that this is the move that these guys were playing, he wouldn't have got himself into so many street fights like he did back in the day when it was coming up, but he already had the fame. But everybody wanted to test him, and he just didn't have the patience. And every time he just got into it, he'd get sued, he'd pay up, and then he'd get into it again, he'd get sued, and then pay up. You know what I mean? So I think it was Fat Joe that was that was talking about that. So to anybody that's famous out there, you know what I mean, this is one of the things that these guys want to do. We saw it with the and I wanted to talk about this at the height of the situation, but now after seeing everything that's transpired after it, I think I can touch on it just a little bit. The situation with Poitin and the girl that's accusing him of doing something, of him doing something to her. And when I listen to her story, and I'm thinking, like, come on, girl, you know what you're doing here. You're clout chasing over here, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if Poitin really did the things that she said he did. You know what I mean? Did you follow that story? That story with Poitin?
That's why the story disappeared so quickly, because it had no merit.
There was zero merit in what she was saying. You know what I mean? I just thought to myself, this is a proper case of clout chasing. So you just gotta be careful who you clout chasing against, because like you said, for some people, like them Stockton boys, you said, they're not the one. Don't play with them guys.
Them boys like penguins out here. They just slapping people.
Yeah.
They just slapping.
If you get slapped as a dude, that's so disrespectful.
And then he slaps you and then goes, what? And then you're like what?
So disrespectful.
Bro,
he just slapped.
Bro, he does that. He does that in a fight, and he does it so cleanly. And I just, like you said, I don't know how the opponents like they hold their cool and don't get wild. I don't just go mad at like, bro, what is you doing? And he delivers multiple slaps during a fight in one single fight. It's like the guy's crazy, man. I love Nate. I love
He's the
watching him,
best,
man.
bro. He's the best, bro.
He is solid, man. Absolutely solid. Yeah, let's go on to the last story that Leroy's put together for us. And this one here, talking about somebody that's crazy. I don't know about this. Maybe you guys do. Let's hit the clip. Conor running for president. I mean, he's slapping elderly people out there in Ireland, in the pub. I think this guy wants to be a president. Answer it. I don't know what's going on with Conor anymore, man. Like, bro, talk to the people.
So we said we're not gonna cuss on this one, right? So it's tough. This is a tough one, Sterling. But like, this is him saying Conor and president. Any sentence that has those two words in it is one of the dumbest sentences ever. You can't. There's no way, bro. Like, he has a better chance of being a lightweight champion than being president. Like, why would anybody? What have you been president of that hasn't been like a figurehead type of title? What makes you think that people that don't have any skin in the game of MMA or proper 12 or bare knuckle, why would they want you to lead them to anything? For what? Like, no, bro. Like, that's an abuse of the popularity that you have. Like, it makes no sense. Somebody needs to tell him that he needs to sit down. Please sit down. Go to the gym, train. Please fight Michael Chandler so we can get this over with, and then just walk away. Just do that. If you can just do that, because Manny Pacquiao, he tried it, didn't he? He was even in the Senate. Like, he actually tried to work his way up there, and then once he got close, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. And Conor wants to shoot to the top. No, come on, man. No, fam. No, this is stupid.
Yeah, let me come to you, man.
You know, why must you let Anton go first? Because he's just destroyed me.
1 second, yeah. Whoever said Conor will have a better chance of being a lightweight champion. Will Conor defend Ireland if he became the president? Because we've never seen this brother defend anything. God damn it. Sorry, I took a shot. Sorry, I took a shot. That's for you, yo.
So I think I'm clearly the biggest Conor fan on this pod, but it's okay. But the first name I was going to mention was Manny Pacquiao, and Anton completely just destroyed my point there because I don't know what to say about that one now. But the next one I can go to, which technically counts, but if you look at what's happening, is Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, who was a comedian who became president. Then we can talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was a very random Austrian immigrant bodybuilder who had no business in American politics. So there is precedent for people who have nothing to do with politics going in and speaking with the voice of the people who they represent. The question is Conor one of those people who understands the voice of his people? On that one, honestly, I honestly have no idea about Irish problems. I don't know if
He slapped up the old man in the pub, bro.
Irish like to fight. Maybe that's something that they actually admire. The point is, I don't know anything about the Irish. I'm just saying. Oh, look, you probably know more than I do. I don't.
Good help.
But anyone who's Irish that's listening, please don't come and fight me, or do come and fight me. I don't know. Let's prove it. But the point is,
If they got a belt, they ain't gonna defend it. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
If you need a belt,
Sterling.
go to Connor's house. You can get all the belts you want.
Yeah, for real. Sterling, let me come to you on this, man. Like Connor's out here. Obviously, he's always chiming in everything, whether it's politics now, Olympics, any fight that ain't got nothing to do with him. Connor's chiming in, right? But he wants to be the president. I particularly don't take it any serious. But you're a big fan of Donald J. Trump. I've heard you. You know what I mean? Talk nicely about Trump and that, man. And he didn't have no politics argument. Do you realistically see a chance of this happening in any way?
Bro, I don't think people in Ireland really mess with Conor like that, to be honest with you, anymore. I don't really think he's like the guy over there like he used to be. If this was like 2015 to 2018, Conor probably gets it no problem. He might even be the president of America in 2015. But now, bro, I just don't see him getting elected over there, bro.
Yeah, for real. Crystal Miller here says Conor can go ahead and be the Joe Biden of Ireland. That's crazy. Is that how you man are treating Joe Biden? Well, you guys don't like Joe Biden?
Joe Biden is really good at taking naps. He's elite, an elite nap taker.
We do not like Joe Biden over here.
I heard Joe Biden. Was it him that called somebody Putin, or he called another president Putin's name or something like that? This was during the live speech.
I don't doubt it.
This was during the live speech. I was like, whoa,
brother. I don't even.
Yeah, he called the president of Ukraine. He called him Putin.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
It was the president of Ukraine, and he called that brother Putin. I'm like, how can you call this guy Putin? Like, Putin is destroying his whole country, bro. And you know what I mean? And you calling this brother Putin? Like, this is crazy. But let's see some of the other comments on in the comment section. Big up yourself, Hedge. I think that's probably all I could pronounce from that name there. Hey, great streamer, loving your stream. All right, okay. Yeah, big up yourself. Thank you. Conor McGregor, the only person in the world that drinks more alcohol than I do. Yeah, but I do like his whiskey though. That proper 12 is nice. It's up there. I've had quite a few bottles of it. I've been through a few bottles. More than a few bottles. Confession time.
They give it as complimentary at the VIP at the EFC events, so you can have proper 12 at EFC. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, as I says, free nose candy if Conor is elected. I'm the creator. I remember that clip there, right? He was slurring in a motherfucker. I'm the creator.
Y'all think he ever comes back to fight or no? Y'all think he's done?
I think he wants to do this shit, this ish. I'm learning. Leroy, please forgive me.
It's hard, brother.
Yeah, I know. I think he wants to do this on his own, in his own way, like on his own demands. Like he doesn't want to do it on that. He wants to be a free agent and just do what he does. And I think that's what he's been. But it looks like he's being held under some kind of contract with the UFC because he just bought I think he has shareholdings in bare knuckle boxing now, you know, so there might be a chance that he even gets a fight over there. Mike Perry's called him out, like, bro, you're talking too much, talking about I'm not part of the shareholder, you know, you want some, you can come, you can come and get.
He don't want it with Perry. That ain't the one.
He might as well go fight Jeremy Stevens in bare knuckle. He don't want that smoke with Perry.
Yeah,
nah, bro.
Torrent says, I agree about Ireland not messing with Conor because I want to say back in 2018, if it was guys in Ireland that was looking to, they were on him, and I think a lot of that
they don't mess with him.
Yeah, after slapping that old man at the pub, I think a lot of people just that did it. Yeah, I think that was what did it. Yeah, creepy Joe Biden, you can stay away from.
Yeah, he'll smell some hair.
God. Is that what that guy be doing? Graham Manning, big up yourself, Graham. He says also need to be nominated, and that's coming longer. McGregor hasn't a hope in hell of being nominated. Even if he was and won't be, he'd get battered at the ballot box. He's not popular in Ireland. Thank you very much for letting us know the temperature of what's going on, the temperature of the feelings of the people of Ireland with Conor McGregor. Crystal says here, Conor McGregor could take the side jobs modeling for anti-drug. Bro, I mean, you guys are letting your feelings know about this, and I get it. For me, it's not even gonna be a contestant that I would take seriously. Like, it's a joke thing to me, you know what I mean? But Conor is this. There's just something about him. Sometimes he says things and then all of a sudden he's doing what he's saying. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, how in the hell is this happen? So we're in 2024. You can't rule anything out, man. You can't rule anything out. I don't see it happening, but you know, you can't rule it out. And if Conor's talking about it, then he's making the news. One more thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about before we get out of here. On pound for pound, I don't know if you guys have seen that episode or that clip floating around. Sean O'Malley pulled up on pound for pound. They were excited to have him. I wish I could show you this. They were so excited. I see Usman digging up Sean O'Malley. So happy that my man pulled up, and then he was there for 30 seconds and did a drop mic thing on them brothers, man. And Cejudo, like the cringe.
Continue. Yes, get rid of this from my face, please. Like Biden loves kids. Please just move that. Thank you.
Big up Trivik, man. Trivik. Salute to you, man. You know what I mean? Yo.
Hey, but how about Henry? How about Henry trying to be like, Kamaru, he got us.
He got us. You know what I mean? Like, he just get me. That's all I was just gonna say. Like, that guy is cringy as my
I don't know if y'all kept
he embraces it.
But I went and watched the episode, and Kamaru was just sitting there like, nah, he didn't get us. He got you, but he got you.
I'm on camera.
Hey, but what a move though, dude. That was so funny for him to jump in there and say that, ask that question, and then literally dip. I was like, oh, that's probably
you're
welcome.
welcome.
An interview.
The
whole thing.
Bro, that was slick. I don't know if you've seen it, Antoine.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I will say this though. I feel like that was the perfect thing for him to do because he doesn't have the banter that somebody like a Conor or a Chael does. So him doing that is perfect for him, especially the way that it riled up Henry Cejudo, who, you know, he's gonna have to catch a falling star to be able to get a title shot, but it's possible, and they already got something clipped up right there, ready to go if that does happen. So it's kind of genius. Somebody helped him out with that one for sure. I don't know if he did that on his own.
Real quick, bro, my bad. I didn't want to interrupt you, dog. When you brought up Henry right there, bro, imagine being Henry. You come back and you lose to Aljo, who you talked all that shit to. And then you're like, no matter what, I'm destroying Marab or I'm dipping. And then he literally treats you like a baby. And then you're like, all right, well, Sugar's soft. Sugar's all this and that. And now Sugar's like, if he beats Marab, dude, if Sugar beats Marab this Saturday, boys, that's it. He's going to be probably one of the faces of the UFC. He might be the face already, like one of the faces. But, dude, if he beats Marab, everyone that's tuning in this week, dude, it's going to be insane. And Henry will never, ever get that fight ever again. No, he never even got the fight.
I mean, let me ask you this. Just watching that clip on pound for pound, Henry Cejudo was salty, bro. It was hurt. It was hurt by that. Because he started snitching on Sean O'Malley, bro. He started putting the gym work out there, bro. He started snitching, bro. You knew Henry was hurt. You know what I mean? Like, trying to tell Usman, yeah, he got you, bro. You could see O'Malley got to Henry Cejudo there, bro. Talk to me, man. He started snitching, man.
Look, if someone had to come on my show and do that to me, I'd be touched too. I would be touched too. So I mean, just because you're an Olympic medal winner and you have a UFC title, multiple UFC titles, etc. I mean, you can still be touched by something so petty, because Sean O'Malley was just a little bit petty. He's like, listen, I'm just gonna go in there. And like you said, someone definitely said, look, this is something that if you do can go viral. We've seen Merab's stuff all over the show. His stuff is going viral everywhere. O'Malley doesn't have that much out right now. He had to do something, and he's done something. And absolutely, it's hilarious. And the way he said you're welcome, what he was wearing, his tone, everything, it was perfect. But if I'm Henry, the precision of the attack, that was a precise attack.
He was not ready.
He was not ready. He was not ready.
He wasn't ready.
Yo, anything that could get a man to start snitching on the spot like that, he was hurt, bro.
Hey, but that's a good point though, because like even on the embedded, you haven't seen a lot of Sean doing anything. It's just him with his kids, him just kind of at the gym. Marab's at like a different state every episode. So that's a good point you said there, bro. Like up until then, he really hasn't done nothing where everyone was talking about. Everybody talked about that interview, man. That was hilarious.
30 seconds. He did 30 seconds. 2 lines. And he's done. I mean, that's phenomenal work.
Yep, Marab got to be out here. He's drinking fake beer, dancing, taking fake shots, got hats on. He's spinning around. He's got a mariachi band behind him. Like, he got to do all that.
Yeah,
Sean,
that's crazy, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight, man. I'm looking forward to that fight. But another fight that was on the card, and rightfully, Torrent Brown has brought it up in the comment. Thank you very much for that. He says, let's talk about Ortega versus Lopez matchup, because I've seen so many folks writing of Brian. I get Lopez has looked good in the last few fights, but let's be honest, who has Lopez beat? Ortega's resume is better. Hey, bro, you're preaching to the convert. Yeah, I'm a Brian Ortega fan over here, but like, you know what I mean? I fuck with Brian Ortega heavy, real heavy.
Yeah.
What do you guys got for that? Let me start with you, Sterling. What do you have on that topic there with Ortega and Lopez? Obviously, we're going to see that fight on the weekend.
Brother, I got Lopez. I got Lopez first or second round KO, to be honest with you. I hate to tell y'all boys this, but when was the last time Ortega fought? Off y'all's head.
Yair?
That was about
he beat Yair. How long?
No,
last year?
He beat Yair. He's had another fight since. Let me see.
And before that, I would say, my bad to throw it up on y'all like this, because I think Ortega's have had. I don't want to just be talking shit, but I think he's had 2 or 3 fights in 3 or 4 years. Lopez has had 2 or 3 fights in the last year and a half, and they're all vicious finishes, except the Dan Ige fight. I mean, I can't. Dan Ige is just a dog. That's a 4-hour notice. You go from fighting Ortega to Dan Ige, so I can't really blame him for that. But man, Diego Lopez is a gangster. I'm not just trying to just hop on the wave right here, boys, but he's just a gangster. He's just more vicious. He's younger. He's in better shape than Ortega. Ortega, he can take damage and all, but Ortega's striking is not good. If it goes to the ground, Diego Lopez is a black belt, so it's going to be a great fight. But I got Diego Lopez in the first or second round.
Yeah, he fought. Yair was the last fight he had, but that was the second fight, and that was in February, so about 6 months ago. So, yeah, he's fought recently, but I get your point, because Lopez is looked good, lately. But Antoine, I'm gonna come to you here. I think people are really forgetting about Ortega's skill set. All right, maybe he fights once a year. You know what I mean? And he's been through some injuries and stuff, but his skill set is there. And he almost got Volk out of there, people. I don't know if you, man, forgot. If it went Volk, anybody else taps in that situation there with Volk. No one gets out of TCE like that, bro.
That's true.
Obviously, Volk
That's
was
true.
vexed and he put hands. He put them paws on Ortega after he got out of that choke. But
That's
not
true.
many people get out of that choke. If he catches Lopez, if Lopez just throws in just frivolously and leaves anything out there, Ortega snatching it, bro. Antwin, please talk to the people.
So Brian Ortega's record is, if I remember correctly, 16-3, right? The 3 losses. Yair Rodriguez by shoulder injury. So, you know, he got hurt. He lost to Volkanovski, didn't get finished, but, you know, he lost the fight almost. Like you said, he had a chance to win that. And he got pieced up by Max. Those are the only 3 losses he has. Dude's never been put out. So the toughness is there. His frequency in fighting, yeah, that's a knock against him. But he did just February, and he did just beat somebody who was a former interim champion. So I think that people writing him off is really the only thing that I can kind of give credence to. That is the fact that he has his eyes towards lightweight. He's been thinking about moving up to lightweight, and maybe his eyes off the ball when it comes to that. But as far as his toughness, the dog that he has in him, like I can't discount that from Brian Ortega. And I don't think that even though Diego comes out like a maniac in the beginning of these fights, and he has, you know, that Hamzat type of thing where that first round is going to be hell on wheels, but Brian Ortega is the type of fighter that will get through that. We've seen him get through these sorts of things. And once the rubber meets the road and that dog has to come out, it's going to come out of Brian. It happens every time. And so whether it's win or lose, he's not going to get washed. And I think that he does have the opportunity to snatch a sub, because I feel like he has better wrestling than Diego. Diego, most of the time when he pulls out the ace that he has up his sleeve as far as his jiu-jitsu, most of the time it's when he's an opportunistic jiu-jitsu player, whereas Brian Ortega tries to put people in position for the things that he's going to do from a jiu-jitsu standpoint. So I feel like Brian has a slight edge there. But I mean, regardless, it's going to be a tough fight for whoever wins. And I'm leaning Brian because of his experience. But I mean, if Diego gets the win, we got another superstar in featherweight. And I'd be happy either way. But I do lean Brian because of that experience.
100%. I'm with you on that, on every point you made there. Yow, it looked like Sterling sold you earlier on. Did Antoine sell his side of the story to you, Yow? Talk to the people. How are you seeing it?
I was sold, and now I'm confused again, so I don't know.
That's it. That's all I want to do is plant a seed of doubt. That's it.
But you were right though, because he is a dog. Like when you said like his 3 losses and like his conditioning and like that pace getting put on him. I mean, he's seen this, bro. So I mean, that's a good point. I really haven't really thought about that. And honestly, I thought that Yair fight was last February in 2023. So he's a little bit more active than I thought, to be honest with you.
And I'm thinking back to all the open mats that he does with his jiu-jitsu, and you see the insane flying triangles and all the crazy stuff he does. And I'm like, yeah, he has those skills. So yeah, honestly, I don't know. It's literally a toss of a coin for me. It can literally go either way. I'm not too sure. But it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna
be a great fight.
100%. I'd be surprised if he gets finished in this fight. I'd be surprised if he goes the distance. I think he's winning it if he goes the distance, because nobody's seen Lucas in no 3-round fight, let alone the 5-round. We've seen Ortega be there many times with some of the greatest champs we've seen in this division, in Max and Volk. You know, and both of them didn't finish him. You know what I mean? So, and I know we did, like you said, the conditioning is there to go the 5 round. I mean, sometimes Ortega starts fighting in the second round like he's so tired, but boy, he got so much more in the tank. He just looks like that. But then again, could it be traps to try and set up a sub? Because, like I said, If Lopez just start throwing things tiredly, like frivolously, like Ortega will snatch something. And that's one part that people are absolutely overlooking in terms of Ortega. Like, I think Ortega is one of those fighters because of the intermittent sort of fighting. He doesn't fight regularly. You'll be lucky if you see him one fight a year, which is kind of been his trajectory. But over the last 12-month calendar, he's fought twice. So that's a lot more regular than we've seen Ortega doing. So, I think this is a rejuvenated Ortega as well. I really, really do. And getting a win against Lopez, someone that's that's a shooting star in the division. He's knocking everybody out. That might be that. I mean, looking at who the champion is now, we got Ilia Topuria there. He's not seen him before, so that might be a way for him to get into title conversations again if he was to get this done. But if it doesn't go like that, maybe this fight could get Lopez that title fight against Ilia Topuria, and both of them, we know both of them got hands. Topuria, he can knock people out. So does Lopez. So, both of them can snatch a snap. Please, yeah.
With everything you just said, I think now I'm sold on Ortega. And I also have to think, who would I want to then look, Sterling? Yeah. If you can make a few more points in favor of Lopez, maybe.
What the fuck,
bro? Listen. So I'm thinking about it from the perspective of who would I prefer to see Topuria fight, Lopez or Ortega? And for me, it would more be Ortega than Lopez, because if I look at who's more likely to give Topuria a challenge, it would be Ortega, not Lopez. So for me, that has now added to swaying me to Ortega just a little bit, because I think if he would give the champion more of a challenge, then he is then more likely to beat Lopez.
I mean, I like how y'all are assuming that it's going to be Topuria, not Holloway.
Come on, I was just about to say. So are we just disrespecting Max right now? I was like, I know this is fun and all, but when Max wins, we ain't gonna see Ortega versus Holloway again. What the hell?
You know what? That was no disrespect to Max. You got me there, but that was no disrespect to Max. That was just my biasness. That just wants Ortega to see a new. Like I said, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh yeah, he ain't seen Topuria before. That would be a good chance for him to get this done, and then hopefully
they might fight. They might fight though. It might be Topuria and Lopez after both of them lose, and then Max wins, and then fights, goes up to the lightweight and fights for the belt.
I just want to see Brian fight for the belt one more time, but you know what I mean. I just want to see, maybe he'll get third time lucky. He might get third time lucky. You know what I mean.
Speaking of belts, though, real quick. Who do y'all got versus Grasso versus Shevchenko?
Grasso.
Damn, that was fast.
I'm going Shevchenko, man. I'm going Shevchenko. I think Shevchenko won the last fight. That fence grab, right? I think that was what really did it. You know what I mean? But I thought she won that. I thought she won that last fight there. And I think Shevchenko will get it done this time. I'm saying I'm going Shevchenko second round knockout.
Nah, I think man, this is tough. Like I honestly want this series of fights to be over. So whatever win gets this over, that would be great. But I agree. Like going back and watching it, I think that Shevchenko probably won the second fight. But man, I feel like Alexa. I feel like she might level up on this one. I feel like she's learned something, and I think that Shevchenko is slowing down. I really think she's slowing down. You know what I'm saying? Think about think about the Talia Santos fight before she fought Alexa Grasso. When she fought Talia Santos, she looked like trash, and I think she lost that fight. So, and then she ends up fighting Alexa Grasso and gets finished. So you look like trash, and then you get finished, and then you get a draw. I don't know, man. I don't know. Father Time's undefeated.
What you saying, Sterling?
Brother, I'm going Shevchenko. And there's no like, I wish I could give y'all like a strategic breakdown of why I'm picking Shevchenko, I'm just rocking with Shevchenko because I love Valentina, bro.
Yeah,
fair one, bro. Fair one. We all do, man. Well, I do, anyways. You know, I mean, and I think she's been a fantastic asset to women's mixed martial arts.
Not
Definitely
a big
one
card,
of the best ones
for the
that
spear.
we've seen. Yeah.
Not a crazy
see,
card. I was trying to think of some more fights I wanted to ask y'all, but I mean, there's nothing really like besides Raul Jr.
Yeah, he should win that.
He's gonna get a dub on that one. Yeah, he should win that.
Then you got Daniel Zellhuber. I like Daniel a lot. I think he should win.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you're right.
But T-Rex got wrecked by Ribovic, who's going up against Zellhuber. So I think I'm going Ribovic just because he got a head kick win against T-Rex. So I won't see that fight. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Can't blame you.
Okay. Let me quickly go through the comments here, and we'll wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Leroy got one for you though. He's got a good question for you.
Oh, all right. Let's pull it up. Okay, so
we got an explanation coming.
Leroy.
Hold on, y'all.
Leroy, you know you're behaving like Cejudo right now, yeah. You know you're behaving like Cejudo. Yeah, you're snitching right now, bro. All right, I'll throw Ortega under the bus one time, but that was because of the. All right, so we were doing the pick, and the way me and Will was moving, I knew if Will went one way, I got to go the other way, right? So I tried to play some tactics and see if he was going to fall for it, but he didn't. So I had to stick with it. But I went with Yair Rodriguez, hoping because he knows I mess with Brian Ortega, right? And I knew he was going to pick him to get me to go the other way. So that's why kind of that happened. But we brought Ortega back from under the bus, and now he's been riding shotgun with me ever since. You know what I mean? But Leroy, man, oh my God, I can't believe you made me do that, bro. You know what I mean? I hate you, bro. I fucking hate you, man. Fuckity fuck. That's for you. Demonetize that motherfucker. I can't believe you made me do that, Leroy. Anyway, people,
gone.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean, Leroy? That's for you, bro. Making me do that, bro. All right, we're gonna wrap it up there, people. Thank you so much for everybody that's joined us tonight. Big up to every single one of you. It's all love every time we pull up here. Sterling, Antoine, make sure you're following their pages. Go and follow McDane, that podcast. Cage Scribe, kick them in the head. Make sure you're following them and you're showing love to those guys, man. Thank you so much, guys. Up onto the next one. Hasta la vista. We're out. Salute.
The Fight Week Show.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show.